So in the previous video we discussed that there are five secondary vesicles formed within the neural tube. ठीक है, अब हम लोग ये डिस्कस करेंगे कि ये सेकेंडरी वेसिकल्स बिल्कुल एक स्ट्रेट ट्यूब नहीं होती है, बल्कि इट हैज़ ऑल्सो अ लॉट ऑफ flexures. Just like we discussed two flexures within the primary vesicle, in this part we'll discuss there are various flexures that are formed at this level. और जब सेकेंडरी वेसिकल बन जाते हैं तो फिर उसके बाद how will you identify that at what level then the next vesicle, how these vesicles will be divided into different regions. ठीक है, तो इसमें सबसे पहले हम लोगों ने देखा था कि प्रोजेंसेफेलॉन वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू telencephalon, and then there is a diencephalon, right? So this is telencephalon, diencephalon, that's simple. Then we discussed a flexure. If there is a flexure within the mesencephalon which is called as the cephalic flexure. So this is a portion which is called as mesencephalon, in which there will be a flexure which is called as the cephalic flexure. अब यहाँ पे there are going to be some changes now that there is a deep fissure, a deep furrow, a deep fissure which is separating the mesencephalon and the metencephalon. This fissure is called as the rhombencephalic isthmus. ठीक है, so how do you know that the metencephalon is starting? By the rhombencephalic isthmus. Then I want to tell you that how do you know that the metencephalon is ended? There is another flexure that will form at this level, that is called as pontine flexure. So there will be a pontine flexure that will be separating the metencephalon from the myelencephalon, right? And we already know from the primary vesicles कि जो हमारा ये rhombencephalon था वो spinal cord से separated था with the help of a cervical flexure. So myelencephalon will be separated from the spinal cord by the cervical flexure. So I made this diagram simply so that if you see a picture of an embryo, you know that which vesicle, which part is which vesicle is labeled. ठीक है, आपके पास कोई label diagram आ जाती है and you want to identify the part, different vesicles. How do you know? There is telencephalon, which is the most rostral one. Then there is diencephalon. Then mesencephalon is next comes the mesencephalon, which has the cephalic flexure. The area between rhombencephalic isthmus and pontine flexure is metencephalon, and the area between pontine flexure and cervical flexure is myelencephalon, and then we have the spinal cord. So this is from the secondary vesicles of the neural tube.